The founder of the NXIVM cult, Keith Raniere, was finally sentenced yesterday to 120 years in prison, but it was his victims who had the last word in court. He was convicted last year on 7 charges, including conspiracy, racketeering, and sex trafficking. Keith forced women into sexual slavery and branded them with his initials. Dynasty star Catherine Oxenberg's daughter, India, and several other women gave victim impact statements in court. India reportedly called Keith a sexual predator who raped her and who got pleasure watching their skin burn. Keith has maintained his innocence and says he will appeal. I am sickened by this, as you all are. Al, this is somebody who also touted himself to be a philanthropist. How disgusting of a human being. What did you make when you heard these details, especially about the branding?
Well, I watched the documentary on HBO. I've listened to a couple hours of podcasts about this. This animal has been out there for decades doing this, manipulating people. And I've looked at, for the overall, like, what is a cult? Because somebody said something really poignant in the documentary. They say no one sets out to join a cult. And when you look at the people that made up this NXIVM cult, these were not dumb people. This was the heiress to the Secrets, like as in Seagram Jinn, like the heiress to that. These are super rich, wealthy, educated people, and they still fell for it. And a lot of times what I see is a lot of people trying to do better, trying to do positivity, and somebody takes that and harnesses it for their own evil doing. And we've seen it over and over again. We saw it with Manson. We've seen it with certain other things I won't discuss, you know.
I hope he rots in hell.
Right, but yeah,
and
you
Erica,
should.
there was underage girls too, at least one that we know in particular.
Right. You know, here's the thing. People act like this happens somewhere in a different planet. This can happen to someone that you know and love. There is a time in your life where sometimes people fall into vulnerable states. Anytime there's one key word that anytime one of my friends is going through something, because I know where I was when I was in this place, and don't come at me for people who love this, but it's motorcycle. People who would never ride a motorcycle think about buying one. I did, and I knew that that was when I was so far disconnected from who I truly was. You know, those are places when something goes wrong that you're vulnerable, and anyone can be susceptible to vulnerability, and predators see and know that. So just understand that you need to keep an eye on the people that you know and love.